Okay, so here's the main editing window for Premiere Pro. There's a whole bunch of navigation here, and I just got confused figuring out what window does what. Plus, I would just forget as soon as I started to kind of learn it. So I'm going to teach you by actually doing. So I'm going to start a new project, and down here where it says timeline, there's no sequences. I'm just going to go Apple N for new sequence. You can also find it up in File, New Sequence. But let's just call this one Yoga. Okay? So I don't care about any of these other things up here. Don't worry about that. Not important. Now there's a timeline here, and it's called Yoga. This is in the projects. Alright, just know this is a timeline. Now, I'm going to skip all the other explanation because we're just going to start working. What I've done is in this demo folder, I've put in everything that I'm going to need for this project. I put in a still, I put in some video clips, and I have a music file that's somewhere else. That doesn't matter, but I'm going to bring it into the project. So right here what you see is the media browser, and if you can't find that window, just go up to workspace and then go to one of these editing things. I chose editing CS 5.5, and this basically showed me this layout here, which is the standard layout. Now I'm going to option click, command click this one, and go import. So now I have imported a photograph, and I'm going to go down here, and here's a video. So I'm going to just option click import, or you can go right click, I believe, and then if you're on a trackpad, just press two fingers to the bottom. Let's go right here and then go import. So now inside my project I've got some stuff, and this is the stuff I'm going to work with. Okay, so it's trying to find a bunch of stuff. Okay, so now let's go and drag this over here, or just double click it. If I double click it, it pops into the source window. We'll call this the before, or the staging window. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to just drag it into the timeline right here. Now this is a still photograph, okay? So, and then right here you can kind of see, ooh, it's cropped in just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click somewhere right in here like this, and I'm going to right click or command click, and I'm going to go scale to frame size. Boom. Now it's all inside. Got it? Okay. Now we're going to do a video clip, and I want to find out what part of the video clip I need. So again, I'm going to double click on this. It'll put it into the staging window, and this is nice. I can go like this and just kind of look across. Okay? So we'll just kind of pick one right there. That's kind of neat. And then I'm going to click once on the I button on my keyboard. I for in. I'm going to press the space bar just a tiny bit, and I'm going to wait until everybody raises up just like that, and then I'm going to do, I think they raise their hands up or something like that. Okay, so actually now right there, I'm going to go I, and then that's enough, and I'm going to go O for out. Got it? So what's happened here is that I've basically taken just a miniature clip of this entire big fat video. I'm going to pull it down here like that until it snaps. So I'm holding the mouse down, let go, and it's going to snap into place. I can't really see what's going on in here. It's too small. So I'm going to hit the plus button to make the window scale bigger, or right underneath the delete button, it's the backward slash button. Boom. This will give you the entire length fit into your screening window. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go into this one here. Now, did you notice that it said private? Okay, it says private, and that's basically when you do an MTS file off of many cameras like the Sony or whatever, anything that's not recording to an MOV file, which is typically your broadcast size files, it will be in MTS. So now we've got all of these different things. So I'm just going to pick one just out of random, and what's neat is if I scroll over I can see, now right down here, watch, I'm going to make it larger so I can actually see better. Okay, so now I can scroll down, and I'm just going to go back and forth here. That's kind of neat. I've got this kind of scene where the instructor's kind of going back and forth. Let's see what else we've got. We've got, ooh, that one's kind of cool. Okay, so let's double click on it. Puts it into the source window. Alright, so I'm just going to close this because this is now in the way. And now this is in the source window. Same thing here. I'm going to try to find an in and an out point. And I'll just scroll back and forth. There you go, right there. I'm going to type the letter I once, and then I'm just going to let it run for just a little bit. And then I'm going to go O for out. Okay? Now I'm going to go right into this picture and pull by holding down the mouse and letting go right here. If I happen to let go too far away and I leave a space in the middle, I'm just going to click once and it'll turn like that, and I hit delete. Click once here, hit the delete button, and now it'll all go in together. Okay? Now this is all longer and I can't see the end. So I'll do the minus button. So remember, plus and minus. Or if you want to see the whole thing, backward slash. Now, this right here will preview into the right window. So we're going to go like this, and we're just going to go, okay, so you can see that it basically goes straight there with no dissolve. I want some effects. Let's go to the effects window, and if the effects window isn't here, just go up to window and pull down to effects. But we'll go to the effects window, and there's a shebang of effects in here. I just want to do the ones that I know that are really easy, and that's cross dissolve. So I'm just going to type the letters CR, and it will show you like crop and cross dissolve. Let's pull this guy right into here. I'm going to hang on and drag, and then I'm going to drop it so that it'll tell you we're going to dissolve between these two frames. That's kind of cool. Same thing here. I'll do the same thing, pull it down in here, and now we've dissolved between the two frames. Now watch what happens. I'll hit the space bar, and then now we have this. Okay, got it? Now, I don't want this music. I don't like the audio, and it's got a lot of wind and everything like that. So I'm just going to drag and highlight these two guys right here. Got it? I'm going to right click or command click on here until I get this thing right here, which is a pop-up window, and I'm going to go unlink. That means that I can delete the sound file, and I know it's sound because right here it says A1, track 1, A1. I'm just going to go like that, highlight them both, or one at a time, and hit delete. Now they're gone. Now I have no sound whatsoever. But I've got a pretty cool little clip going on here. This one I'm not wild about it being way back like that. I'm going to double click on it, and I'll just pull the handles back until it fills the frame. There you go. Alright, now let's add some music. And when I go to look for my music, I'm going to go into the media browser. Think of the media browser as your finder. And I know that I have got all my music files down here in this drive right here. So I'm just, and you'll want to know where you picked all these things, okay? So now that I'm in here, I'm just going to try to find my sounds and music, and I've got this music file right here. Again, did you see how I had to go looking around for it? Boy, if you move this file, this thing will break. You'll never be able to get everything all corralled together because Adobe Premiere just basically uses what they call proxy files, and it's got to find it in the finder. So rather than trying to corral all of them and make sure that everything's in the same place, save yourself a whole ton of time, and then right click or option click on this and then go import. Once you import it into your project, it'll pop up here and you don't have to go look for it anymore. This is a huge time saver. So now I've got the sound here. Rather than double clicking it, which I could do and pop it into the window, I can actually drag it right into the bottom here, just like that. Okay, got it? And I'm going to let go. Now I've got music behind my video. So, how's that? Okay. Now it's going to end. I'm going to hit the C button. C is for cut. See how it turned into a razor blade? And I'm just going to go right here and click once. And then that's it. I want to get rid of this. I'm going to press the V button. I think V is just for regular editing. And I'm going to drag over or just click on it and hit the delete button. Now it's gone. So what I have now is a little tiny film, that's going to end. It's going to end abruptly, and I don't want the sound to end abruptly, and I certainly don't want the video to end abruptly. I'm going to go back here to Effects. I'm going to choose Cross Dissolve and put it on the end so that it cross dissolves into black. How do I fade out sound? Sound is in an audio transition, and the one I like to use is called power constant power. It's under crossfade under audio transitions. I'm going to grab this and I'm just going to pull it into that right there. And now what I have is I'm just going to click up here once, and here's my output window. I'm going to hit the space bar to play, and it tails off. So here it is from the beginning. Still image, then it goes into a video image with a cross dissolve, another video image with a cross dissolve, and then it simply ends. To make more complex videos, all you need to do is just keep repeating this process. I hope this helps.